Thermal scopes used to cost as much as a used car. If you wanted a real thermal capability on a rifle, you were looking at $4,000, $5,000, sometimes $8,000 minimum. That's changing fast. Today we're looking at the GOYOJO GRL335. It's a thermal scope sitting right around the $900 mark, and if you catch it on sale, you can find it closer to $800. This thing's pretty impressive, honestly. We ran it through its paces, and I'll show you exactly how it performed a little later in this video. But first, let's break down what's actually going on with this optic. Out of the box, the GRL335 comes in a solid carrying case. Nice touch for something at this price point. The scope itself has an ACOG-style silhouette, compact, blocky, a little taller than your average rifle optic. First time you pick it up, it feels substantial without being heavy. Now you can get this in a 25mm version, that's the GRL325. Then there's this guy, the 335 with a 35mm objective lens. Starting with the core specs, the GRL335 features a 384 by 288 resolution vanadium oxide uncooled infrared focal plane sensor, can detect targets at distances of roughly 2,000 yards, and despite everything packed inside, weighs just about 1.22 pounds. For a thermal with an integrated mount, that's actually pretty light. You've also got 4 times optical magnification, and the menu system is refreshingly simple. Reticle system, function, and a handful of other options, all easy to navigate. For storage, it takes a micro SD card up to 64 gigs, and there's a USB-C port built in that handles both data transfer and charging. The GRL335 supports both still photos and video recording directly onto the micro SD card. It also includes Wi-Fi connectivity for transferring files to compatible mobile devices. Audio recording isn't included, but most hunters probably won't consider that a deal breaker. The whole housing is made from aircraft-grade aluminum, and it's finished with a tough, hard anodized coating, or something very similar, that's meant to stand up to general abuse out in the field. You get a protective lens cover, and right behind that is your focus wheel. It looks like it's made from knurled aluminum, so you got plenty of grip when you're dialing the focus in. And it feels nice to use. Up on top, you've got 4 rubberized control buttons, which are easy to find by feel and have a nice positive click to them. Back here's the diopter adjustment. This isn't focusing on what you're looking at, it's actually focusing the internal display so you can get the image nice and sharp for your own eyesight. Around the eyepiece, there's also a removable rubber eye cup, which helps block out extra light and just makes it a little more comfortable to look through. It's got a quick detach mount that fits any standard width Picatinny rail, and that lever actually locks in place on this side. I kept this handheld for today's review, so I can't speak to how it holds on zero, but the lockup itself feels very positive with no play. Over on the sides, the battery compartment, it runs on the extremely common rechargeable 18650 lithium-ion battery that slides right through the center of the optic. That's a smart design decision because replacement batteries are inexpensive, widely available, and easy to carry in the field. When one battery runs out, swapping in another one only takes a few seconds. Depending on operating conditions, you can expect around 6 to 8 hours of runtime per charge. The optic is also fully purged, so it's waterproof, fog-proof, and shock-resistant, which is exactly what you'd expect from something that's designed to be used outdoors. Now for the screen. The thermal image is displayed on a 1024 by 768 OLED screen, giving the picture plenty of sharpness despite the sensor's modest resolution. Combined with GOYOJO's image processing, the display produces crisp outlines and solid contrast that many reviewers found impressive considering the price category. Alright, let's head outside and see what the GRL335 can really do. The thermal comes in a whole bunch of different color palettes: white hot, iron red, green hot, fusion, ice fire, red hot, black hot. The sensor refreshes at up to 55 Hz, producing a noticeably smoother image while scanning terrain or tracking moving targets. This larger 35mm objective lens gives it a native optical magnification of 4 power before any digital zoom is applied. Digital zoom options include 2, 3, and 4 times, giving a maximum viewing magnification of 16 power when fully zoomed in. Like every digital zoom system, increasing magnification reduces image detail, so the native 4 power setting generally delivers the sharpest picture. GOYOJO claims a maximum detection range of approximately 1,800 meters, or just under 2,000 yards. Now, don't confuse detection with identification. Detection simply means the thermal can see that a heat source is there. Figuring out whether it's a coyote, a deer, a hog, or a person only becomes possible once you're much closer. I found the GRL335 performs best inside a few hundred yards for positive target identification, even though larger heat signatures remain visible much farther away. Reticle customization is another welcome addition. The GRL335 comes with 5 different reticle designs to choose from, so you can pick whichever style feels the most natural for your type of shooting. On top of that, each reticle can be displayed in 5 different colors: white, black, red, green, or blue, making it much easier to find one that stands out against the thermal image, regardless of the color palette you're using. And if you're simply using the scope as a handheld thermal scanner, you can turn the reticle off completely, giving you a clean, unobstructed view of the scene. Of course, there are compromises. The native 4x magnification can make very close targets harder to acquire quickly, and image detail naturally falls behind premium thermals once digital zoom is applied. But the GRL335 performs far better than its price suggests. Inside normal predator hunting distances, it delivers a clean thermal image, responsive controls, and enough useful features that most hunters won't feel like they're missing essential functionality. And to make the deal even better, I've managed to get a discount code for you. You'll find it in the description below, so if you decide to pick one up, be sure to use it to save some money. As always, if you enjoyed this review or found it helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more honest gear reviews, and let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.